My name is Laurie Locke. I work for a local authority funded trust. I've worked there for 25 years um, and I've been a member of the union for 20 years. When I first came to Glenrothes, I lived amongst people that had moved here from England. I probably wasn't that much into thinking about North and South at the time because I'd come from England in the first place when I was about 9 years old and we lived in Kirkcaldy. From the very first time that I actually voted, I remember a car come and pick me up and take me down to the polling station, and it was the Labour car with the red rosettes and as it was explained to me at the time, Labour are for the people. Right? And yeah, that stuck with me many a year, like, hey. Um, and I was quite happy to vote for Labour. And there always seemed to be lots and lots of good characters in the Labour Party, North and South. As time's gone on, and we've been through, and we're in the second or third generation of Toryism. Um, it's becoming less defined as to where the socialist aspect of Labour lies, and where the Tory begins. Like I really don't I don't really know what the politics are anymore. The people that I knew from way back who were in the Labour Party also are no longer members of the Labour Party. They came out many years ago, and when I was talking to the other day, like myself, now would get behind independence and sing the praises of the SNP, which I never ever thought that would happen. Like, as a previous Labour supporter, um, I was convinced that there was a number of people within the Labour Party, as there were within the unions, who supported independence. I actually put up a question on Facebook for would-be people within the Labour Party, um, asking where they were. Come out and tell us who you are and get involved. And I think this had already happened, but lo and behold, within 3 weeks, I noticed a group called LFI, Labour for Independence, um, and immediately signed up to say I would help with leafleting in the area. They seem to be growing in numbers daily, and at the end of the day, if we get independence, these are the people who are going to be speaking up for the old style Labour Party, the socialist aspect of the Labour Party. The BBC, who we pay a licence to, should be showing a more balanced view of the man on the street. I do tend to watch Newsnight on BBC, and now it's because I want to hear them um, basically muck up their argument, and basically the way that Sonic, I can't remember his name, the guy that presents the program, Gordon, is it Gordon Brewer? Gordon Brewer.
Yeah.
We call him Sonic because his hairstyle and that. Yeah. But he tends to get. He wants them to tell him how how the No campaign is gaining ground, and constantly he's trying to prompt trying to prompt his guests to say negative things, or and if there's someone who is positive for independence, then he'll interject continually and try and put them off the trail. Like the BBC have picked up the No campaign, and they're basically running the campaign. The normal person on the street, if there's an argument for a positive and a negative, they would want to be on the positive side, but they're more like to say they're undecided because the pressure is always there because, TVs are a major part of our lives. They're in your front room. They're telling you this is what's happening, and if you believe that, then it makes sense to vote no on the day. And I really do believe that quietly the undecided vote is actually a yes vote. And I'd love to believe that, and I do believe it. In the Middle East, the only people that have nuclear weapons are the Israelis. That's not a deterrent, that's a threat. Um, it's the same with Scotland. We're a small nation, 5 million people, but we're influential. Um, and basically, uh, we need to get rid of nuclear weapons. I don't think there's any future for nuclear weapons at the end of the day. If we're talking about the ordinary man on the street, the ordinary person on the street, they don't think from day to day. They don't walk around every day thinking, "Wow, I'm glad we've got nuclear weapons because that will stop this person invading, um, raping, pillaging, and what have you." Um, so, what need do we have for them? They're an expense when basically money's in short supply, so we keep on getting told. But there's lots of money for defence and the fight against terrorism. Because we're so influenced by the USA, that our whole countenance is one of insecurity. I would say most people feel insecure with nuclear weapons. So it's not a deterrent. It's basically just a measure to bully people. Given the fact that the SNP are the vehicle which has presented us with this opportunity for independence, then hats off to them, like, hey. And they've done a fantastic job. The SNP took over in 2007. I decided to research the party a bit and find out where they were hanging out. I found out that Alex Salmond, Nicola Sturgeon, and John Swinney had taken the SNP left of centre, which is basically where the Labour politics had existed before that. So, basically, I wouldn't want to call them the New Labour Party, obviously, but they definitely were covering quite a number of my views. The fact that they managed to get in power at all was fantastic, like, and a real sense of re-energisation, just to politics themselves in Scotland, permeated throughout. Every social quarter I was in, that we were, the talk was about the SNP. An independent Scotland, we'd be working for ourselves. We'd be, although there's obviously commercial ties throughout the world, and I couldn't see that as being separated. Life is a continuum, and I think that basically we will continue as we are, except we'll have the difference of our own tax raising powers. And our own set of priorities, which so we can make Scotland a country fit for Scots to live in. I think Scotland are a proud nation, and we'll carry on doing that. We'll carry on inventing stuff, with just a little bit more freedom that we had in the past. Hopefully that will make us a successful country and contributor to world peace and all the things that are good in life. Sadly, quite a few of them are missing at the moment. This is an opportunity. This is a once in a many generation opportunity for people to vote for independence, for a right to be called independent, and for people to come together and work as a nation. There's a lot of excitement in something new, and I would be, yeah, I'd be very excited about the prospect of helping to forge a future in Scotland for the Scottish people.